Ready.
Ito Smith, his first carry. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Minshew. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. If he way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you. Because
and he's going to go down again.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end,
the 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down carry by Elliott. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
I don't get it. Oh my gosh.
And that's going to be
Oh
good for
my,
first
Madden
down.
save bombs like this,
The
bro.
Falcons
This is a fucking bomb, man.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott on the crossing route. He hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And
oh, it's fucking Julio Jones.
Right? They have a script to
Oh my gosh, dude.
Go between 12
this is Julio Jones, bro.
Plays.
But he could catch one with fucking...
Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Found his target. It's Anderson. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Minshew. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Minshew throwing on third down.
Oh my gosh, dude.
They've converted only once so far.
You just get block sheds, man. I blocked 6 innocent for this man has a lot of bullshit, man.
Makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your
no way I
defense,
could block for 6 and he still get pressure, bro.
With your offensive unit.
This is taken around the 12.
Oh my gosh.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch
Madden,
hands first and 10.
It's a funny game, bro, because dudes can just sit. Come on, man. You ugly from the ball, dude.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times we watched 14-0?
Okay, I'm just bound to lose, bro. Because the way he called his first hit was fucking ridiculous, bro.
But don't back off at
I'm just
all.
bound to lose,
Don't start
man.
looking at the
And you gotta
clock.
fucking
Don't start
tussle.
thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A second down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a
It's definitely a custom.
One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Third and long for Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. Now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Set ready, 10 over. Who draw Porter? Hey, team 6, team 6. Check one.
Minshew, first and 10. Open man is Robbie Anderson. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
To throw again on second down. Minshew. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to fire one deep.
Oh, my God.
Intercepted.
You cannot.
Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on. Because you expressed it perfectly.
My gosh,
3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
Oh, man. He definitely got a fucking costume, dude. It's like, dudes are lame with costumes, dude.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On second down, Elliott. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Elliott running right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again. 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. Dangerous could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
You're down to a touchdown.
He's just throwing me shit, bro. I'm not getting rewarded, man.
You have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Thank you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
I'm about to take my 3. You know I'm just going to go.
Why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Gerald McCoy in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
I can't believe. Oh my gosh. I don't know how many games, dude.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. It's caught. Cooper.
He threw the 3.
That sets him up for third down. They were in zone defensively with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory. And that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. On third down, Elliott. And he picks up the first before he's taken down.
How are you shooting? Oh, gosh, dude.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Oh, man, this game is crazy.
That almost felt like old-time football.
And he got A.B. He got A.B.'s money playing this fucking big role.
Just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So fucking trash, dude.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that.
I can't believe, dude. I shot the guy.
Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Against he's a fucking run.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Prescott from the gun on third. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones, because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection. Ryan to Jones there. A first down carry for Smith. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And that happens.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, no matter whether you're playing man or zone, eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
X3, 2HE, stop. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Minshew sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They go to Elliott again. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 30.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott off play action. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Being chased down, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put point.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Hey!
Throwing on 2nd down. Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
On 4th down, Minshew. And able to find Graham complete. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw it, Minshew.
Like, he's just getting block shares after block shares, bro, and this shit not funny, man. This, oh my gosh, dude.
1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew, and he's got it complete to Anderson.
Block shares after block shares, dude.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
This shit, oh my god, man.
Dan Quinn's guys.
This dude is fucking ass, and these literally getting shedded after sheds, bro.
In terrific field position.
That's how you know you play. Oh my gosh, man. This is ridiculous, bro. All these niggas fucking ass, bro.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
What a cousin play ball and ass, bro. That's just crazy.
Now Elliott. I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Gosh, man.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they?
I'm fucking done. Like, what?
And because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay.
Do you see the bullshit I get, bro?
For it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good.
Oh, my God. The reward he got, man.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew.
Thank you, bro. Literally, dude. It's like this dude is ass, bro.
10. Touchdown, Falcons.
Oh, my gosh, dude.
Robbie Anderson. 81 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Now they have a 1st down and more. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside.